As all eyes remain on Washington while our leaders debate a bill that, if not passed, could cut more money out of your paycheck. Right now, the Republicans have voted down a temporary bill that would keep the payroll tax cut in effect. They want a more permanent measure, but Democrats say they won't go back to the table before the holidays. The president is not happy with the House Republicans.
In fact, the House Republicans say they don't dispute the need for a payroll tax cut. What they're really trying to do, what they're holding out for, is to wring concessions from Democrats on issues that have nothing to do with the payroll tax cut.
24-Hour News 8's Tony Tagliavia is at the live desk getting some reaction directly from our lawmakers. Tony?
Marley, we have Congressman Bill Huizenga, Republican congressman from West Michigan, on the line with us now. Congressman, thank you for taking the time to speak with us. What's your response to the president's assertion here that Republicans aren't really in support of a full one-year extension of this payroll tax cut? Do you agree?
Well, no, absolutely not. In fact, that is the House bill that we're debating right now. We already have passed a one-year extension, and it's simply the Senate not being willing to go back to work. The president himself called for a one-year extension.
With the clock ticking here, some people are saying just, the idea maybe seems to be of this stopgap measure just to get it through into the new year. Why not just go along with that?
This is classic Washington, right? Kick the can down the road and not deal with the tough issues. We've got people saying, well, pass this 2-month extension and then we'll immediately start negotiating a one-year extension. Let's just negotiate that one-year extension right now. We can get this done.
What are you hearing from colleagues on the other side of the Capitol, if at all? Is there any interest from the Senate side of coming back and trying to make a deal for a one-year extension?
Well, this is how the system is supposed to work. The House passed a bill, the Senate amended it, we did not agree, and it's time for a conference committee. And I'm sorry if we're being the skunks at the garden party and taking them away from their Christmas parties, but it's time that they get back to work. And that really is up to Senator Reid. As Speaker Boehner has done, he's called on the president to request that the Senate come back and deal with this. This is very doable. I think it makes absolutely no sense to the American people why we would just do a 2-month extension when we need certainty for employees and employers about this happening for the entire year.
Are you hearing any interest, though, in Washington that there's an actual willingness for people to come back to the table?
Well, I think that's part of it is up to the American people as well, and I encourage them to make sure that they're communicating with the senators to urge them to come back and deal with this.
It seems to me that some of the conflict about this, why there wasn't a fuller one-year deal earlier, if I was reading things correctly, was tied to how exactly do you pay for this? How do you believe we should pay for a one-year payroll tax cut?
Well, the House had laid that all out in its original bill, and there's a number of things that we would do. We'd be looking at the Medicaid reimbursements, as some of those issues for wealthy and what they're going to be qualifying for. Does Bill Gates and Warren Buffett really need to be accessing some of these programs? Not necessarily. So there's a number of things that we would be doing to offset those costs.
Congressman Bill Huizenga, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us.
Hey, my pleasure, Tony. Thanks.
All right.